afternoon, everyone. Today I welcome you all 6 linguistics theories. So the first theory is accommodation theory by Howard Giles. In this theory, we'll discuss about how do the accommodation takes place in communication and conversation. So in modern communication, Howard Giles is a professor of communication from University of California, and he gave this theory amazingly. So according to Howard Giles, accommodation theory provides us the idea that when we communicate, we try to adjust with the speaker and listener most often. When there are two types of people from two different social classes, at that time the communication takes place effectively when there is a kind of adjustment, adaptation, coping with the situation, everything takes place in the conversation. So the first thing is that adjustments in communication and minimize social differences. When there are two types of people talk to in the modern world, at that time they try to minimize the social differences. Suppose a person from third world and another person from the first world, if they communicate in English, at that time they try to minimize the social differences through their communication, and non-verbal gestures and psychological factors work there effectively, and the dynamics of speech play a very significant role. And the main important thing which Howard Giles mentioned here is interactant. Interactant means a person who starts the interaction and he continues the interaction with perfect modulation and the control of the situation. And according to the theory said that accommodation theory said that there is continuous adjustment of behavior. Like they behave well and they adjust with the situation, like the pronunciation, accent, presentation, sentence, uh, correction, then retelling the words, everything takes place, and the social control social differences. And amazingly, the important thing is the positive image of interaction take place. And there are two ideas Howard Giles talked about: convergence and divergence. In convergence, people reduce the communication gap and they adapt to the situation. On the other hand, divergence is the method where the contradicts with the method of adaptation, like uh, the social class, social differences were presented through their conversation. So in speech behavior plays a significant role in accommodation theory, and the social status also has been in the main particular role. So the norm is that when there is international conference, a lot of people from different nationalities join. At that time, accommodation theory guides the main part, that they follow the particular system so that things go quite well, and everybody understands through received pronunciation, everybody understands, and there is the social gap is minimized. And let me give you one example as given by Howard Giles. Mike joined a new organization. He's a new recruit, and one of his senior officers in the organization, he's talking about painting of life, art, architecture, culture, and everything. And Mike, after the conclusion of the presentation, he just created a kind of impression and pleased the officer by appreciating and saying something positive about the painting. And by this way, he accommodated the behavior. So this is one of the examples of accommodation theory. And let me give you another example. Suppose a person from Australia, he is talking to a person from Bangladesh. So, did you come to die? Then the person from Bangladesh could respond in that way that no, I came here few days back, I didn't come here today. So in this way the conversation becomes understandable, accurate, and appropriate. And one thing norm talks about the systematic, accurate conversational situation and context. So in this way, the accommodation theory plays a significant role in second language acquisition theory. And later, all other theories like Krashen's motor model, Schumann's acculturation model, Piaget's child language acquisition, Grice's four maxims of conversation, and Sapir-Whorf hypothesis, I'll be talking about one by one. That's it from here. Thank you very much.